Hi everyone, Hannah Rosenberg here. Welcome to another episode of Drinking Through the Bible. We are at one of my favorite locations in Israel for me to go relax. We are at the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is the lowest place on earth you could possibly get to. The water behind us, it's 33% salinity. But how did it get that way, and how was it developed, and why is it called the Dead Sea? So with that, we're going to talk a little bit about geology. So according to most scientists, not all, there's lots of arguments on it, but one thing we do know is the Dead Sea was created because of the African-Syrian Rift Valley. As it moved apart, the Dead Sea was formed. It was first a nice salty sea, and with evaporation, the water level went down more and more, and it became saltier and saltier. Again, it's 33% salinity right now. We are standing at the northern portion of the Dead Sea, and the water levels are still going down. We're trying to figure out a way to fix that, but for now, it's where it is. But if you're looking over here at the northern side, you can see on these hills exactly where the water levels used to be back in the 1930s, on the top of this brown plateau area. It's gone down so much, and right behind me you can see the current levels. It's approximately 430 meters below sea level. On top of that, the Dead Sea, you'd think it might just be a little shallow lake, but it's not. It's actually 1,000 feet deep at the deepest spot. We are in the northern basin of the Dead Sea. It's separated into the northern and southern basin, and over time, it's changed shapes and forms constantly, and that's for a very good reason. So in the 1930s, the first Dead Sea type factory was formed. Why do we need a Dead Sea factory? What do we have that we can actually get out of the sea? We have potash, we have magnesium, and we have so many other minerals that we use in our everyday life. On top of that, we have salt. Salt is a huge thing in everyday life. Salt is actually where the word salary comes from, because when the Romans used to pay their soldiers in grains of salt. So it's really cool to think about. That happened in this land, in this general region. We had the whole salt trading coming from here. But the first factory was on this northern basin over here, and it has now moved down to the southern part of the Dead Sea, which they have turned the regular sea into different pools to evaporate the water and then to pick out the minerals from the very bottom. So this sea, it's so dense and so salty, you float on it. It feels like you're floating on a cloud. It's great for people with asthma, with skin conditions, eczema, every little thing. It's the cure-all. This is why it's my favorite spot. But there's also another neat little thing over here. Come check it out this way. We have the lowest bar in the world. Wonderful place to be able to go, relax, have a drink, jump in the Dead Sea, cool off again with the beer. So as we're talking about the lowest bar in the world, let's get back over to my bar and I'll teach you another drink. Hey guys, welcome to Jerusalem. We're in a bar called Mike's Place. This is the hangout for all the Anglos in Jerusalem. This is the American sports bar. It's a dive bar. It's really homey and really friendly. I can tell you I worked here 3 separate times throughout my years here. So let me introduce you to 2 of our drinks that we're gonna do. One is just easy. It's a dark lager beer. It's Gold Star. It's Israel's second oldest beer that we have. Other than that, if you want something a little more mixology, different interesting flavors, I'm gonna show you what we do with some grapefruit and arak. So we're gonna take a regular glass. We're gonna put a date juice all around it. The syrup, it's gonna give a nice sweet flavor. But because it's the Dead Sea, we need a little bit of salt. So let's get that down deep all the way. Remember that we were below sea level then. So now we have a nice salty rim, a little sweetness to add on to it. And we're gonna fill up with ice. Always need ice because it was way too hot down there. So this makes it really easy. You have 2 other ingredients to add. We have our arak. Arak is like an anise flavored drink, really simple here, and people love it. So we're gonna add in our arak. We're gonna take our grapefruit juice, also known as eshkoliot in Hebrew. Add that in. Give it a little stir, and we're good to go. Have a nice relaxing day, guys. Join me again. Please subscribe, like, and share this video with all your friends, and come back and learn more drinks over here.